Good morning, guys. Welcome to the studio. It's about time to go back to normality, like all of this virus stuff. It's fading a tiny bit. I hope it's not coming back with full force, but today is the very first day in way over 2 months that I'm actually not anymore alone in the studio. Good morning. And is it good to be back?
Yeah.
Was it boring?
Yeah, boring as fuck.
And of course, we're keeping a lot of distance as much as possible, washing our hands, disinfecting everything, and trying to keep this virus out of this building.
But take it farther. I'm breathing underwater.
I have to say today, it's a weird day. I mean, yes, we're getting slowly back to something kind of normal, but I mean, I'm happy that we're allowed to, by law, to have like employees again in here. But I'm also really sad because, as you might remember, my accents team here in the studio used to be 3 people. Now it's just 1. So we had to slim down by a lot, which really hurts me, and it has mainly to do with like the DJ stuff upstairs. We used to have like DJ courses here. That was like one part of my business. I established it a year ago. It was working really good. We're the only DJ school within like almost an hour of driving. And I didn't handle the courses. I had people to do these, but due to the crisis, no one is coming here. We have absolutely no one for the next months. Not a single person coming over to learn how to DJ. This entire business is gone. And that's why I don't need so many people here, because 2 were just responsible to take care of the courses. And yeah, I mean, what can I do? If people don't show up, I can't employ people. I tried as good and as much as possible, but yeah, that's the reality. This thing's hitting hard. It's crippling a lot of businesses, and I'm still doing very fine. I can't complain. But this part, at least for now, and I expect it to last at least like 2 or 3 more months, is gone entirely. And since this entire room that I absolutely love doesn't get used that much, I thought, like, why not go back to actually turning this into a full studio? Like, not just speakers and a desk, like making it a proper acoustically treated studio, as I was actually planning before the crisis. I already have like all of the 3D prints and things ready. Going to DIY stores is allowed again, so I'll definitely start building the studio. There's just one thing that needs to be solved beforehand. You see right here, it's like a spot where water entered, and it's like it's starting to live. Also over here, which is really bad. I already talked to the landlord. By law, by contract, it's their job to take care of it, to make sure no water enters the building and to get rid of it, and they are just not doing it. On top of that, the heating doesn't work anymore. It's now colder again. It's fine in here for me, but it's not good for the situation of having wet walls. So I'll write them now a very urgent email, and we'll probably also cut the rent. I mean, yes, they're telling me it's due to the situation, which I can understand, but I already told them about this 3 months ago, and it's actually something by law that should be fixed within 3 days, because it's something urgent. So yeah, I'm like, that's it. I'll write them the last email, and if they do not follow, I'll just get myself someone to take care of it and send them the invoice.
I'm breathing underwater.
I'm so proud of myself. I made something with tomato sauce, and my hoodie is still white. Like, that's a first. And it's really nice to have someone here in the studio again to have lunch with. I mean, I love being alone, and like It's good to concentrate and work, but every once in a while even I need someone to talk to. Just having like a conversation, some fun, some jokes, like, I don't know, that's like the balance is what matters. And the past 2 months were really imbalanced. Chili! There's nothing I love more than extremely spicy food. It just makes everything 100 times better. It just needs to hurt. Whew, I'm back to music production, mixing. Today on a day called Save the Day. I already finished it, sent it out to some labels, got some feedback, and some of the feedback is just bullshit. Some of the people really loved it. At the end, what really counts is myself, and I didn't have the feeling that the track really convinces me. I mean, you just listen to it, it's fine, it's nice, it has this dance, David Guetta-like kind of vocal, pluggy synth, and I don't know, it just doesn't groove and work the way all of the other songs I've been working on do. I absolutely don't know what it is, so I thought about like making some alternatives and just trying out some new drops, because like the mistakes or the thing that bothers me is in the drop. So I played in a couple more melodies, got here some MIDI. Trying out like, again, like a pluggy synth. I still think the direction's the right one, but maybe it just needs another melody or another sound. That's like a second alternative, not sure. I'll try to like find better sounds, play around with the MIDI a little, and try and make it work to kick and bass that I already have, and see if I like it more. I don't know, this song, I'm struggling with it. Sometimes I need like 20 to 40 hours to finish a remix or an original. And sometimes like this one, I already made 6 different versions, 7 different versions, totally different directions. Neither of them is really convincing me. And I don't want to release something where I have doubts. So I will just sit here as long as it takes to get this into a direction that satisfies me, where I'm proud of, and I'm actually happy to release it and share it with you. I went through thousands and thousands and thousands of sounds. It's 90% what a producer does, going through samples and sounds and trying to find one that fits to 80% and shaping it to make it fit entirely. And I still haven't found the right one for the song. I'm even this close thinking about like that the previous version wasn't that bad at all. I mean, it at least worked. Everything I made now didn't work, but I have to say I got to spend a little more time with like Omnisphere, and no matter what you do with it, it just sounds amazing. Like just hitting a note on an ARP. It's so crazy inspirational. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I mean, it's very expensive and it eats up your entire hard drive, but definitely a recommendation. And there's like one more little plugin that might be interesting for most of you. This one right here by Isotope called Tonal Balance Control 2. I didn't even really know that I got it. I think it comes with Ozone 9 or some other bundle. And it's basically like you select the style you want to produce, and it gives you this curve in the frequencies. And as long as your song is within that curve, it's usually fine. You see right there, this area, the light blue colored one, is like the boundaries within like electronic dance music, like what's usually the case. And the white line is my song, and since I don't have like a main synthesizer sound, since I'm still trying to find one, it shows me this hole in the low mids and the lower high mids. There's like something missing. It's a cool little guidance tool. It's almost the same as using an analyzer and like watching what other songs, what the frequencies look like. It's almost like using a magic cue that will show you, like you match your song against another song, the frequency response, and it will show you the difference. This way it can hint you to certain areas that might be overemphasized or where things are missing, it's great. This doesn't mean mix by looking. It's still all about what you can hear. But if you're having like a 6-7 hour session, your ears get tired and you get used to a, for example, very bass heavy song, this might hint you towards like, hey, there's too much bass, maybe lower it. You lower it and maybe it sounds better. So yeah, check it out. Maybe it's even for free. I don't know. It just appeared in my plugins. I think it was part of a bundle, but I'm sure someone in the comments knows how to get it, how much it is, and again, you can use the Magic Cue or Analyzer both for free. So yeah, just a little hint. Now I think it's time to call it a day. Now let's try and make something fun, because there are not a lot of options. Actually, just one option, and that option is now even more fun. Because today it's Carnival grocery shopping. Because there's like a German law since Monday. No grocery shopping without mask. Looks cute. It's weird. It's very warm underneath. Can't believe it. That's the first toilet paper in 2 months. It's annoying. It's very warm.
Yeah,
but
I suppose we have to get used to it.
yeah, it's the new normal. But if it just saves one life, I'm fine with it.
I'll save